Hi, it's Wednesday, so we're baking. Today we're making sweet cornbread. It's actually one of my favorite foods in the entire world. And we're going to start by creaming the butter and the sugar. I use a half a cup or 1 stick of unsalted butter and 3/4 cup of white sugar. And you're going to mix this and cream it for a solid 4 minutes. Don't cut yourself short, you'll miss out on the real fluffy texture. So that was creamed for 4 minutes. Next we're gonna add our eggs. We have two large eggs. And I'm gonna add those. And then give it another good minute of creaming to combine the eggs. Creamed our eggs into our sugar butter mixture, and now we're going to make our dry mixture. We've got 1 cup of flour and 1.5 cups of yellow cornmeal, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, and 3/4 teaspoon of salt. And we're just going to whisk that together real quick. So now we're just left with our wet mixture and our dry mixture, our milk and our honey. So we're going to add this dry mixture to the wet mixture by hand. That's one of the most important parts of making good cornbread, is to mix this final step together by hand. Just use a silicone spurtle, and in 3 parts we're going to add this flour mixture to the wet mixture, so add about 1/3 of it. And just combine it really gently. You're looking for minimal working of this mixture. Just fold it in nicely with your spurtle. This tool is really great for scraping the sides and the bottom of your bowl as you're working. Then you're going to add half of your milk. We've got 1 cup of milk here, so add about 1/2 cup. And add that by hand as well. Then you're going to add another 1/3 of your dry mixture. Add the second 1/2 cup of your milk. Then before I add my final part of flour, I like to add about a tablespoon of honey to this. So it doesn't have to be exact. You don't have to dirty a tablespoon and scrape it out. Just add what looks like about a tablespoon of honey to your mixture. Combine that as well. And then add in your last part of flour. When you combine your ingredients by hand like this, and you combine them in parts, it keeps the dough from getting overworked, and you're going to find that you have the fluffiest, softest cornbread. While also being moist. So this is a really nice wet mixture and a wet cornbread, especially the next day left over in the refrigerator. So this is what it's going to look like when you're done mixing it. A little bit lumpy, maybe a few dry pockets, that's okay. And then you're going to take a 9x9 or an 8x8 pan, and you want to grease it. You can coat it in butter and wipe it if you'd like. You can even flour it if you'd like. But nothing is more convenient and amazing, time-saving, and mess reducing than this Pam baking spray. As you can see, it has like flour inside worked into it, and it is amazing for this kind of recipe. And then we're just going to transfer that with our spurtle to our baking pan. love these kitchen tools for wiping out, scraping out your bowls. I mean, they're the perfect kitchen tools for this. And then just smooth gently the top so that the batter is spread out evenly into the corners of your pan. All right. It's ready to go in the oven now. We have our oven at 375 degrees, and this is going to go in for 30 minutes. Our cornbread is ready to come out of the oven. It's been in here for 30 minutes, and it looks perfect. It's nice and golden around the edges, and it's not too mounded. It's done in the center. I'm gonna let it cool on the cooling rack just for a few minutes before I cut into it.